about all I've got time for this week is to show you the modification I'm going to make to this carburetor. Now, that's a 4160 Holley 600 vacuum secondary. And if you watch the video where I did the intake swap, this is the carburetor that I had on it. And I couldn't get the air-fuel ratio up where I wanted it to be. I put number 64 jets on the front, but that was the smallest jet that I had. So where I think that fuel was coming from was probably through the rear barrels, which I couldn't adjust because they have a metering plate on the back rather than a metering block. So a metering plate doesn't have jets in it that you can change. So if you want to make it so that you can adjust the jets on the rear barrels, you need to upgrade to a 4150. Okay, so the kit that I got to do this conversion comes with a metering block that goes between here and the fuel bowl. It comes with longer bolts because of the added distance there, and it also comes with a longer fuel transfer tube from the front to the rear because of the added distance. And this is the kit that I ended up getting. So let's get that rear fuel bowl off and start installing the kit. So with these screws that hold the metering plate to the back of the carburetor, they're a clutch screwdriver bit. It looks like the one I'm going to use is a 5/32. So according to the instructions I read that came with the kit, that's a number 39 metering plate, but they call it a metering body. The instructions also come with is a conversion table to tell you what jet size you should use based on what metering plate that you have. And the table says it's a number 70. So I'm going to start out with a number 70. Alright, so there's the contents of the kit. I think everything there is pretty straightforward. That's the metering block to main body gasket, that's the metering block to fuel bowl gasket, that's the metering block, the 4 longer bolts, transfer tube, new seals for the tube. These are the gaskets that go on between here and the fuel bowl. The one thing in the kit that I was really puzzled about is what they're described as lead balls in the instructions, and I really had to look through the instructions carefully to find out what they were there for. And apparently what they're there for is that some of these Holley 4160s have some sort of a balance tube in them. Okay, so the table that came with the instructions called for a number 70 jet. But my number 70 jets are in very bad condition, so I'm going to use a 69. Okay, so the instructions said to lubricate these seals with petroleum jelly, so that's what I'll do. Okay, that's basically it. Pretty easy install. Now I can adjust the jets on the rear barrels. Another way to go about what I'm doing here is it looks like Quick Fuel makes something that they call a secondary plate conversion kit. It replaces the metering plate on the back with their plate conversion. And what it is it's something that looks a lot like the metering plate that you're going to take out, but it has provisions in it for replacing jets. And they cost almost $30 less than doing the 4160 to 4150 conversion. And if I had seen that, I might have tried that rather than this, but I didn't see it in time. But I don't know which one's better. One could be better than the other. I don't know. So unfortunately, that's all I got time for this week.